Hello, I'm going to deliver my personal reflection for my master project, and my name is TAI-JIE. I'm the team leader and the developer for my team. Okay, here's the role and contribution that I have been worked on in this project. So I divided it in two categories. One is project management because I'm a team manager, so I have to allocate tasks, and I also adapt the version control to make sure we can make sure the our application can be consistent, and also I do the research on the development framework. And in terms of system developer, I am I design the NoSQL database on Firebase, and I also implement the functions for the admin. This include service management, booking management, and task management. And finally, I apply the integration testing for my development. Okay, moving on. Here's the task that I have involved and the day for in each sprint. So in total, there are 10 tasks and 13 user story. So as I mentioned before, it's mainly focused on admin. So anything related to an admin, I am responsible for that. And okay, moving on. Here's the evidence of the version control. So I use the Bitbucket is a Git product, so you can upload your project on their platform, and you will be able to uh, control your version, and you can have multiple users. So right now we have 3 developers, and here is the work I upload on this repository. So you can all the project can view on this link. So here is so let's move on. And then it's a research part. So before we conduct our this research conduct our application, uh, we have to think about what kind of database we are going to use and what kind of language we are going to use. So before that, I do the research on. I think I follow the year order because right now there's plenty of solution for this kind of application. So I compare the NoSQL is a new one, and it's a relational database like MySQL. So I compare these two and come up with a conclusion is NoSQL is more flexible, and it will be able to handle large data in the future, and the performance is in real time. So I think it will be suitable for our application. Although there is some security issue, but because we choose to then we compare the performance, then we compare the security issue, and we compare the implementation complexity. I think the implementation complexity is a key criteria because we only have 10 weeks, less than 10 weeks, so we need to develop very quick. So we choose use Firebase because so in here is supported by Google, so we don't have to worry about the server's end. So we just need to use their service. Yeah. So then is the Firebase. After the Firebase, we choose to use another Google product called Google Flutter. So it's a closed platform application development tool. So here you just need to write one code, then your program can work on different platforms, including Android device, iOS device, even the web servers. So, but right now we will only focus on the Android part. So, but in the future, I think right now our application can also work on the iOS. Just need to configure some setting. You will be able to work on the iOS. So the main reason we choose Flutter is the performance is as high as native, the same as the program written in the native language like Java or some in iOS called Swift-C or something. And the third-party libraries, there's a lot of third-party library and it's full support by Google, so well documented. So there's a lot of online resources. So we don't have to worry about the development cost because a lot of resource online and the implementation complexity is moderate because the language also is the new language, but it's similar to Java and Python. So the concept is the same, and yeah, this is why the reason. And we also do the research followed by years because it's a relatively new language. So we compare this like native and web app and hybrid and some another solution called interpret app is work on the React native. So we compare these two and come up with this as our solution. And moving on, this is the evidence of our Firebase database. So I designed this data structure. So we have users. In the user, there's three categories, and there's booking, and then service, and the shift, and also their relationship. So here's the the case on the Google Firebase. So here you can see the booking. So in the booking we have the ID and we will know it's been allocated to some stuff or not, and what's the name of this booking and what's the name of the service of this booking, and use the time, beginning time and end time, and then is who is who books this booking. So it will include the user ID. And then here is another example for the service. So service will include the cost and distribution and name and service and the duration of this service. And here's the evidence of implementation. So here is the code I wrote in our application. So I mainly focus on the admin. So as you can see, I divide each to different files. So to make sure you clear to organize, and I also work on the model because I need to work on the database. And then here's the show video. I can show you in real time. So like you can log in when you log in because I use the admin account. So once you log in, you will be here in the login page, and you will be edit the service, and also you will be able to help customer to add their new booking. Yeah. So moving on, the final part is the integration testing. So I done all the integration testings for the admin pages, and all of them are passed. And for my personal learning, I think I learned from the project perspective, I learned how to be a team member and how to be a team leader, and also I learned how to use how to adapt agile software development lifecycle because we have 3 spring, and each spring we have evaluation. We need to come up with some recommendation for next sprint and to adapt it. And also another thing is version control. And for the software development, I learned the new language for Flutter. So right now I can create my own app, and also I learned how to use Firebase. And I think it is quite important because I can use this Firebase in not only the mobile application. I think I can use this in another application as well. So for the suggestion of the course, I think I only have got one. Maybe is if there's a chance to select our own topic before the project, maybe make 1 month earlier we can choose our teammate and discuss with them and come up with idea, write a proposal for to our supervisor. It will be good. So thank you for your listening.